Are you ready to get an insight into my world? Grab a snack and enjoy the show. Welcome to Unabashed Speaking, me and Mashonda.
Mashonda. Hello, 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 and welcome to USWMM, Unabashedly Speaking with Mei Mei and Mashonda. Today, my guest is actually my co-host. We figured we let you guys get to know us a little better, introduce ourselves, and then we will get the show on the road. Today is actually our first podcast, so if you are here, welcome, and I hope you stick with us through the whole process. I'm just going to go ahead and turn it over to Mei Mei. Now, Mei Mei, why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay, hello and welcome. We're so glad to have you all here with us tonight. My name is Mei Mei and the host and co-host of Mashonda. We have known each other for a long time. We're not even going to go into that. That'll be telling our age, and we're not doing it. So, a little bit about me. I am a wife and a grandmother. And I have my own business called Sunseed Array Exclusives, where I make candles. Not just candles, but I have melts and I have some new coming out. I'm not quite ready to do.
Uh-oh.
Yes. I have a little something up my sleeve. But just to give you a rundown, I wanted to do this podcast, and I was kind of like hesitant because I was like, I don't want to do it alone. I want someone that has a very strong voice and that is very near and dear to my heart. So, while, going back and forth with myself saying, you can do it. Don't worry about just want to watch it. Don't worry about if it's good enough or not. So I said, okay, I'll take a leap of faith and jump out there. So that's what I did. And I wanted to have my sister, Mashonda, join me. I want to take this journey with me. So basically, the thing that we both have different expertise in different things. So I wanted to make sure that wasn't catering to women, but catering to everyone. And when I say everyone, I mean every women, men, children, people of all ethnicities. There's no set. What's the word?
Targeted set audience, no gender, no targeted audience. We're here for everybody.
Yes, we're here for everybody. We want you to be a part of it as well. And whatever questions you may for us, whatever topics you want to discuss, that's why we're here. We're here to do that with. We would like to have you as guests. Want to be a guest? You us and let us know. And hey, we'll with you and see what we can do. But we want to also post resourceful information. We know there's a lot of people that are in. So whatever city you are in, we can't physically be there with you. So hey, if you clothes, you have shoes, whatever you have, donate it. You don't have to take it to the Goodwill or the Salvation Army. You need someone to eat it. We just want to help it, and we want to have a great time doing that. So we want you all to be a part of it as well. So
definitely, I just want to point out that our info is right here on this side. You have our email right there on the bottom if you guys have any topic suggestions, or if you have a business, or if you want to be a guest that yourself, email us, tell us what you want to talk about. We are here for you guys, and there is no topic that is, well, I'm not going to say no, because, I don't know what we might see, but there's pretty much just about nothing we're not willing to talk about and discuss. So definitely shoot us an email. And we're here for the people. We're here for you guys. This is a platform. It's unfiltered. You don't have to be ashamed. We just want to talk it all out. So Mimi, you had mentioned that you had a business. Can you tell us a little bit more about this business?
Yes, I have. I have a few candles right here with me. This one is lavender, and yes, I made this myself with my own hands.
Beautiful.
Thank you. And I have this one is one of my favorites. This is a meditation candle,
Mm.
and I love it. You know, it has hints of aloe and bamboo, green tea, and a lot of different essential oils. The wax that I use is 100% vegan. So it's either a soy wax or a coconut wax. The coloring is vegan, gluten-free coloring.
Okay.
The ingredients are all natural ingredients that I my candles. I don't use anything harmful or anything like that. You know, everything safe. This one I have is Zestful Lemonade. This was like one of my top
Nice.
sellers, right? Everyone loves
Yeah.
lemonade cake.
That's really
But
beautiful.
you know, eat all the flowers, you know, straight from the earth, straight from the earth. But yeah, so that's what I've been doing. I've been basically making candles and wax melts as well. I don't have any right here, but I have plenty of them. You know, you can go to the website and you can order some, or you can drop an email. Drop an email if it's something you don't see that you would like to have. Email me and I'll do it for you.
And how long have you been doing these candles?
I started doing candles in 2021.
And
It was just
what made you want to get into this as a business? What made you want to start marketing this?
okay. What made me want to start is that I love candles for one. Let me say that I love candles, but it was something about the candles I bought in the store that wasn't what I was looking for to have in my home.
Makes sense.
I'm not saying anything is against. No, I love look, I love candles from everywhere.
Don't be
but
coming
it's
for
just
us.
that- yeah, they were just like plain, you know, candles. I mean, they had scents, but they weren't decorative how I envisioned them to be. So that's when I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna start this business. And I was talking to my girlfriend, Ante, and she was like, hey, sis, go ahead and do it. Like, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. So I, you know, I'm gonna do it. So ordered everything and just went from there.
I hear you. And you can never go wrong with the candle. There's so many different occasions and reasons that you can use candles. I mean, whether
That's right.
it's for emergencies, when the power goes out, you never like the person who makes the candle is king in a time when there's no power, okay? And then of
Yes.
course, you know, just aromatherapy, meditation purposes, if you want to be romantic, if you want to have a gift. There are so many reasons why you might
Yeah.
want a candle. So that is a very good one. Before we continue, I just want to go ahead and go to a commercial break, and we will be right back, guys.
Yesterday the sky was gray, but now I see such a beautiful ray.
All right, guys, we are back with our co-host and guest, Mimi. Now, Mimi, this podcast is something that you envision, and you have told us a little bit about what things we would be talking about and the people you wanted to target. But what is your envision? Like, what is it that you are hoping to do with this podcast?
What I'm hoping to do is bring awareness to people. So, like with the guests that we have coming, I want them to share their stories. Whether it be they were struggling with alcoholism, depression, whatever it is. I want them to come sit, you know, talk with us and whatever they have to offer to the next person.
Right.
I want to talk about school bullying, you know, about every single topic that there is to talk about because you never know when you're discussing something how it can help the next person.
Right.
So if we could be an angel to someone, that's what I want us to be.
Definitely. I understand that, especially the way things are in the world nowadays. A lot of times people feel like there is nobody that they can turn to, nobody that they can talk to. They feel alone in what they are feeling. And sometimes just knowing that you're not the only one that feels that way can do a whole lot for somebody. And unfortunately, with people being distracted by social media and things like that, we have really gotten out of just caring and checking on one another. You know what I mean? People are so tuned out. So that is a very good thing, and it is definitely very, very needed. Okay, so now I personally met you on a spiritual path. You and I are both spiritual people, and this show by no means is about religion. You are welcome to having your own beliefs and your own experiences, and we have no opinion on that. Okay, everyone do what your heart drives you to do, what your soul drives you to do. It just so happens that this is how me and my co-host met. So just to talk a little bit more about us and our relationship, what would you say? I want to say, where did your spiritual journey begin, and how did you know that you are on a different path?
I would say it started when I was coming back from a dark place. You know, when I met you, I literally coming out of a dark place, and you helped me realize, you know, it's okay for one to be different. It's okay to have been in a dark place, a sunken place, battling with depression and other, you know, illnesses that I was dealing with. And you helped me to bring my light and my gifts to the forefront.
Oh,
You know, so you always need.
girl, you helped me too, so don't even we fed off of one another, and that's a big part of being a spiritualist, is sharing energy and receiving energy and knowing how energy works. What would you say spirituality means to you? Because it means a lot to different people, and I feel like sometimes it gets this stigma of being taboo. But why don't you just explain what spirituality means to you?
What it means to me is not only relationship with yourself, because first and foremost, before you can be any good to anyone else, you have yourself. You have to love yourself. You have to find yourself. And truth, regardless if it's good, bad, ugly, you know, live in it. Live in it and take accountability. So being spiritual, that to me is bound in that word. Taking accountability, be responsible, be woke. And when I say be woke, it's different. You know, everybody has their little, you know, however they want to word it. But being woke to me, like I said, knowing yourself, loving yourself, and realizing that it's okay to be different.
Right.
It's okay to be you because you are you. No one else can tell you how to do things. Only you know what's for you. You know, they can offer their opinion, but you know what's best for you. Only you know what's going to work for you. Only you know the journey that you're going to take. And in all actuality, your journey is yours. You have to walk that journey with yourself. You can bring other people with you, but your path, whatever you want out of it, is what it will be because it's yours. And everyone has a present. We're going into the future. Whatever happened yesterday is over. That was yesterday. You know, I know it's hard for people to get up out of bed battling depression. You know, so if I can offer one that's battling depression and tell them how I was able to get out of it, even though I'm going to be honest now, when it comes to depression, I do find myself going back sometimes.
It is a struggle. It is a battle.
So, like, that's a battle that not everyone can say, oh, I'm depression free. Mm-hmm. It doesn't work for me. I don't know anyone else, but for me, it does not work for me.
Right.
I can be And today and then tomorrow, I can be like, okay, I don't want to get up out the bed. I don't want to get up off the couch. I don't want to get up. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to talk to nobody. Don't look at me. Okay, I'm entitled to feel that way.
And that is a very healthy thing, though. Sometimes, especially as a spiritual person, you need to just kind of like have time with yourself. I mean, we get so drained by everybody in the world. People don't realize how much just being around other people can drain them, that you really do need that time to yourself to recharge that battery and be able to face the world again. So that, I mean, that is completely normal, actually, and actually healthier than it seems,
Yeah.
So.
Will want to take medication for depression. Right. And there's other things that you can do. You can journal. That's one thing you can do. You can, write short stories, write about your past, your trauma, moving forward, know what your triggers are and know how to identify them within others to be able to, back away. That's not what you do. You don't want to be around that person. They're going to trigger you, to go the opposite direction. You can also paint. You can draw. I mean, it's things that you can do without medication that can help you. You have children, love on your babies. Worry your children. Love them if you have a spouse.
I'm not even gonna lie. I have two boys, and I use them more than they realize that I'm using them. They don't be knowing that I need that hug, but sometimes you just need that energy coming back to you, especially if you are, even if you're not a single parent. But sometimes some parents tend to take on a lot of things on their own. So it definitely, it is good getting that love back from your children, for sure.
Yeah, because I know affection is not my love language. I mean, everybody has a love language. That's just not mine. So sometimes I battle with it. But I'm trying to, do better with it. But when it comes to my children, I'll call them, I check on them. They probably think it's weird. Mom keeps calling and mom keeps texting, but that makes me feel better, that they're safe and,
right.
Just let them know that, I'm worried about them, because they're crazy. But, like I said, we all have a past. I wasn't always the person that I am now. I was never bad, but, it's growth. Everything is about growth. And, my husband has helped me. My children have helped me so much. My oldest son, he was blessed with a daughter, so she definitely has helped me. I love that girl so much. And it's just like it's some different avenues that you can take to help you. But not everybody has a spouse. Not everybody has a sister, a brother, a mother, a father, so
right.
What can those people do when they don't have anybody? And I want us to be that avenue to be able to be and talk to them. I mean, you can call us. You can email us. Eventually, you'll be able to call us. Email us. You can be anonymous. We can give you any advice, or you can come on the show. If you don't want to show your face, then that's fine. You can have your camera off, but to be able to talk to you. If you need a friend, we're here. That's what I want us to do.
Definitely. And if we can't help you, we will do everything in our power to find the right avenue or the right resources to get you the help that you need. I'm just going to pause that thought for just a moment. We are going to go to a quick commercial break. Please stick with us. We'll be right back, guys.
Incredible change happens in life when you decide to take control of what you do have power over, instead of worrying about what you don't. House of Healing Hands. Take control. Gain back your power.
And we are back. At this time, if there is anybody watching the live or the podcast who would like to comment or talk about anything, we are opening the chat. But please continue what your thought process was.
Oh, yeah. So basically, I mean, I just want us to be here to to be a crutch for someone. Like I said, help any way we can. If we can't, then we will try to point you in the right direction and receive the help that you need. Not like we're not doctors, we're not therapists. We're just women that have this thought in our mind and a feeling in our soul that we want to be able to give back to others, to give someone something that we didn't have.
And we want to have fun in the process. So, it's not always going to be really serious. Like I said, we kind of just wanted to introduce ourselves and let you guys know what's going on, who we are. Tomorrow, our guest is me, myself, and I will introduce myself, let you know a little bit more about what I do and about me in general. We are also going to have a view from the youth, a word from the youth this week, as well as we have a guest coming up who is a fitness herbalist, dietitian, and she just has a great life story. So stick with us. We promise you we are going to do our best to bring you content that is interesting and things informative and things that you guys want to know. Again, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Also, these are all our links. Our email, if there's anything you would like for us to talk about, if you just need to tell us something, or if you yourself want to be a guest or know someone who would be a perfect guest, please reach out to us. We are here for you. And again, over here we have the info for the candles that you saw today and other candles. Please hit my girl up. She will take care of you. We are actually in the process of closing out. If nobody has any comments, what would you like to say before we go?
Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. We look forward to seeing you again tomorrow and the next day, and so on and so forth. And also, if you know someone in need, help them. It doesn't have to be money. It could just be a word of kindness, be a hug, it could be a kiss on the forehead, it could be a handshake. You never know what the next person is going through. So never, ever, ever be unkind to people because you don't know their story. With that being said, have a good night. Be safe. And we will see you back here tomorrow.
Yes, and I wish you all a bunch of joy, abundance, love, and light, and all good things to you. Again, just to let you guys know, if there is anybody dealing with, we do have some numbers that will be at the end of this podcast and every podcast. If you don't know who to reach out to, just stay tuned and it will play here shortly. We hope to see you guys tomorrow, and hopefully tell your friends. We trying to build a community here. So again, this is our first podcast, but tell your friends, subscribe, and join us every night at 9 p.m. And sometimes we're going to go off the script. Sometimes we're going to be out in the scene throughout the day, just popping in here and there, different locations that we are at, different businesses that we want to introduce you guys to. But unless something happens, which I doubt it will, we will be here every night at 9 p.m. Set your dial, tune in. And if you miss it, it's all good because this video is going to be up and you can always play it again and again and again. So take care, and we will see you guys tomorrow at 9.
Yes.